The sky was dark, and the rain was falling heavily. I still remember that night. The sound of thunder shook the house as I stood there, trembling not because of the cold, but because of his words. "Get out!" My husband's voice was loud, angry, and final. I thought he didn't mean it. I thought it was just another argument. But then he opened the door and pushed me outside. The rain hit my face like needles. My clothes were soaked within seconds. My hair stuck to my skin. My hands were shaking. I knocked on the door again. "Please, let me in," I cried. No ends, only silence. I sat on the cold ground, hugging myself, trying to stay warm. My mind was full of questions. What did I do wrong? Why doesn't he love me anymore? Where will I go now? Tears mixed with rain. That night, I felt completely alone. After some time, I stood up. Slowly, painfully. I started walking. I didn't know where I was going. But something inside me whispered, "Keep going." I walked through empty streets. Cars passed me, but no one stopped. I saw people inside warm homes, laughing, eating, living. And there I was, broken, wet, and lost. Then I saw a small light. Oh, tiny ZF. Still open. I went inside. The warmth hit me instantly. A kind old woman looked at me with concern. "Oh, my dear, what happened to you?" I couldn't speak. I just started crying. She gave me a towel, a cup of hot tea, and something I hadn't felt in a long time. Kindness. I sat there for hours. Slowly, my heart began to calm down. For the first time that night, I wasn't thinking about him. I was thinking about myself. When was the last time I smiled? When did I stop living for me? I realized something painful. I had lost myself trying to keep someone else. That night, in that small cafe, I made a decision. I will not go back. The next morning, the rain had stopped. But something inside me had changed. I was still scared. Still unsure. But no longer weak. Days turned into weeks. I found a small job. Small room. Small life. But it was mine. Months later, I looked at myself in the mirror. And, for the first time in years, I smiled. He threw me out in the rain. He thought he broke me. But that night helped me find who I really am. 6 months passed. 6 long, painful, healing months. My life was simple now. Small room, small job, a quiet routine. But inside of me, there was something new. Peace. Every morning, I woke up early. I made my own tea. I looked out the window and whispered, "Thank you for another day." I was not the same woman anymore. The woman who cried in the rain. The woman who begged at the door. She was gone. One evening, I was closing the cafe where I worked. The sky looked just like that night. Dark, heavy, silent. Then, I heard a familiar voice. "Can we talk?" My heart stopped. Slowly, I turned around. It was him. He looked different. Tired. Older. Regret filled his eyes. For a moment, the past came rushing back. The rain. The door. The pain. But this time, I didn't feel weak. I've been looking for you, he said softly. I made a mistake. Please come back. Those words. Once, they were everything I wanted to hear. But now, they felt empty. I looked at him calmly. Why? I asked. He lowered his head. I was angry. I didn't realize what I had. I miss you. I took a deep breath. For the first time, I saw him clearly. Not as the man I loved, but as the man who broke me. You didn't just make a mistake, I said quietly. You made a choice. Silence. The rain started again. Just like that night. But this time, I wasn't standing outside a door. I wasn't begging. I wasn't broken. I forgave you, I said. His eyes filled with hope. But I'm not coming back. His face fell. Why? He whispered. I smiled gently. Because I finally found myself. The rain fell between us. But it felt different now. Not cold. Not painful. Free. I hope you find peace, I said. And then, I walked away. I didn't look back. Not even. That night, I went home, met my tea, sat by the window, and smiled. Because sometimes, the worst night of your life becomes the beginning of your best life. After that night, he didn't come back. No calls, no messages, nothing. At first, it felt strange. I was used to chaos, not silent. But slowly, I began to understand something. Peace is quiet. I started focusing on myself. I read books. I improved my English. I even started writing my own story. For the first time, I wasn't surviving. I was living. Part 4. A new beginning. One day, a new customer came into the cafe. He smiled kindly. Hi, one coffee, please. There was something different about him. He didn't look at me with control. He looked at me with respect. His name was Ion. He came every day. Not just for coffee, but for conversation. And slowly, I started smiling again. I was scared. Not of him, but of my past. What if it happens again? I thought, what if I lose myself again? One day, he noticed my silence. You don't have to trust me, he said softly. Just don't stop trusting yourself. Those words touched my heart. Because this time, I wasn't depending on someone else. I was choosing carefully. The test of the heart. One evening, it rained again. The same heavy rain. Memories came back. Pain, fear. Said night. But this time, I wasn't alone. Ion stood beside me. Are you okay? He asked. I looked at the rain. Then at him. Yes, I said. And I realized. I truly was choosing love. Carefully. Weeks passed. And one day, he said, I don't want to rush you. But I care about you. My heart beat fast. But I didn't feel fear. I smiled. This time, one choose slowly. Because love is not about losing yourself. It's about finding someone who respects the person you've become. The girl in the rain is gone. 1 year later, everything had changed. I had a better job, a better home, a stronger heart. And one evening, as I stood by the window, rain started falling again. But this time, I smiled because I remembered that girl. The girl sitting outside in the rain, crying, broken, lost. And I whispered softly, "Thank you for not giving up, because Tonna no IT then." But that night didn't destroy her.